Hello, come on in. Close the door, make yourself comfortable. How are you doing? Thirsty tonight? Ooh, lovely. Ice cold. Well, every time I'm just going to say, tomorrow I may be out and on a wander on one of my walks in and around Denbigh. And the reason I'm laughing is because I've had them a few times, you know, they make me laugh. A message saying about the bloody walk. I've mentioned it before. You do the same bloody walk all the time. I'm sick of it. So to me, if that was me thinking, you know, on somebody else's video, I wouldn't watch it. I mean, I do warn, like now, I do say, well, tomorrow I'm on a walk in Denbigh. It's most likely the same sort of route. That would give you a bit of a hint. If you didn't like it, you wouldn't watch it, would you? You know. And I hope nobody feels they have to watch these videos. But here's my thing. They do have to watch them. Because instead of just leaving it and not watching them, they watch every one and then whinge about every one. And it reminds me of when I was on delivery a few years ago to a certain farm. Now on this farm there was a dog, as many farms have, and the dog had a collar, and on the collar was a chain tied to a tree. And the dog did the same thing. As I walked up the path every day, it barked like hell, wanted a chunk of me. And it used to go round and round the tree. You could see the path it had made, round and round the tree. And then you go the next day, same thing again. Anyway, this particular day I went up the path, and as I was level with the tree, which was about halfway between the road where the van was and the farmhouse, I looked down and the dog was sitting there. I thought, well, he's not barking. I looked at its collar, no chain. I could see the chain on the floor. I thought, that's it, then I've had it. It gets up and goes round the tree barking when it was free to do what it wanted and come and take a bite if it wanted. But no, it was so used to going round the tree, bark, 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 bark. So I went cautiously to the farmhouse, put the letters in, and then cautiously back. And what's the link? Well, the link is the dog was free that day to do whatever it wanted, run at me, run away, but it didn't. It stayed there and carried on barking. And it's the same as some of these people that go on about the same old video or whatever. They don't go away, or you know, they just watch every one and keep whinging. It just makes me laugh. That's why I mentioned it. It's comical, really. So how are you doing anyway, apart from all that? Because I'm doing very well. So many things in my head to say. Yeah, so out tomorrow, and weather permitting, time permitting, it may have, we'll see, may have some slight difference in it. I don't know yet, but it's going to be, I'll warn you, if you're watching, instead of whinging, I'm going to be doing the walk. It's probably the same bloody route as you said. I tell you, it's worth doing these videos to get these comments. Yeah, so that's another thing. You know, we get scared, me and my friend, about mentioning our channels to each other, or WXPN, WX7Box. Mind you, it doesn't really matter, because like the nature video I put up with the birds and things, there's a comment under that video if you look, and it says why the dislikes? How can someone dislike a video like this? Good grief. And I commented, it's not the content they're disliking, you know, it's me, like, as the creator. It doesn't matter what goes up. It's the old and so it doesn't matter if I mention WXPM Graham in a video. I'm going to copy it anyway. He was asking about, in his last vlog, your vlog, Graham, I should say, going on talking like you don't watch the video, about the post office, asking what's in the parcel. Yeah, they've started doing it the last, well, few months, if not 6 months ish. Well, it could be longer actually, but they've started doing it. It's to do with security and safety, and you know, with all these stupid terrorism and all this, it's all part of the same thing. You know, especially if you're posting something with batteries, alcohol, like aftershave, anything like that, it's a no-no in some places, like, but they have to put, the reason you're better off being truthful with things is because, you know, funny enough, I posted a camera battery about a year ago, and I said, well, there's a battery in it. Oh, is it this battery, is it that battery? And I had to say, well, it's a camera battery, you know, one of these rechargeables. Okay, yeah, a special sticker has to go on it, and it's okay then. So they can just sort of route it properly, you know. It's all to do with security anyway. They're not being nosy, don't worry. But that's how it's going now. You gotta, and you might think, you know, well, I could say anything, like, you know, they might say, what's in the parcel, and you could say, oh, it's just a load of pens, when it's not a load of pens. But where they can bite you back, that is, they'll have your details, where it was posted, who served you, and especially if things are going abroad, the customs can open it before it leaves this country. They have the right to open any parcel and look at the contents and then reseal it, and it'll state on it it's been stopped in customs, it's been opened, checked and forwarded on. And if the contents don't match what you said was in it, I tell you, because they look seriously now with all this, you know, bombing and terrorism and all sorts of stuff, and fraud and stuff like that. So yeah, that's how it's going now these days. So leave it at that. I'm going to have a few more of these. I'll be probably up quite late tonight. I've got a few things to do on here. Yeah, what time is it now? Yeah, it might be a bit of a late one tonight, I don't know. And I will see you tomorrow. As long as nothing goes wrong. If it's severe weather, I won't be able to film it. But it could well be the same sort of walk, so I'll warn you now, just in case. But thanks for watching, take care of yourselves, cheers, and see you tomorrow.